Hello and welcome to Hoosier News Source. I'm Ella Rhoades.
And I'm Ashton Hackman.
And today we are doing our show from outside of Franklin Hall where we normally have our tapings, but just hours earlier, police and an armed suspect were involved in an hours-long standoff. So we are now doing our taping outside because Indiana University did close Franklin Hall earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, and we've been following this story all day long, and he was taken into custody at 5:02 this afternoon. Around 12:30, IU Notify issued an alert stating that an armed suspect was reported entering the storm drain off campus near First and Walnut. IUPD arrived to monitor a drain exit in Dunn Meadow near Franklin Hall. They shut down Indiana Avenue and evacuated Franklin Hall around 1:40. Police stood outside of the drain exit for several hours. At times, police communicated with the suspect, who they called Eli. Eventually, police entered the storm drain that feeds into Campus River to take the suspect into custody. The police walked the suspect to an ambulance where he was treated for possible injuries and later taken to the hospital. All questions at this time are being directed to the Bloomington Police Department. Students gathered by Indiana Avenue during the arrest, and we spoke to one of them who says recent rising crime is alarming.
Honestly, pretty scared. I mean, what's been happening to a lot of the students around here is crazy. I feel like the amount of crime that's been happening in this little college town is insane.
You can find our past live streams today on our Instagram page at IUSTV News.
And in other news, over the weekend, IU student Nathaniel Stratton died from injuries sustained from a car hitting him while riding an e-scooter on North Walnut and 12th Street. Bloomington police arrested Madeline Howard early Sunday morning after allegedly hitting and killing Stratton. According to witnesses, Howard left the scene after the crash, driving off quickly north on Walnut Street. Bloomington Police Department did say Howard failed dexterity tests and took her into custody. Before the car hit Stratton, another person walking on the sidewalk jumped out of the way. Howard faces level 3 and 4 felony charges for operating a vehicle while intoxicated, resulting in death, and for leaving the scene of an accident which caused serious injury. This is not the first e-scooter accident to result in a death this semester. Right before classes started in August, an IU freshman did die from injuries sustained on an e-scooter over on 10th.
Since the start of the fall semester, there has been an unusual amount of bike thefts here on Bloomington's campus. I spoke with IUPD to see what people can do to keep their bikes safe. For many students on campus, a bike is the go-to form of transportation. But with students back on campus, so are the rise in bike thefts.
We've taken approximately 24 bike thefts since August 1st, and that number is a little more than what it was last year at this time.
And some bike thefts go unreported.
My parents had urged me to kind of reach out to IUPD and file a report, but I mean, since as long as I can remember, I have family that's come to IU, and when I told them I was coming to Bloomington, the first thing they said was, make sure you lock up your bike.
To stop your bike from being stolen, IUPD recommends using a U-lock to keep your bike safe, but even then, some bikes will still come up missing.
They do have the tools to cut cable locks, but we encourage people to use the U-bolt locks. Those are a lot harder to cut. Not saying that they can't cut those, but if they do use a U-bolt, it's a lot tougher.
Yeah, I was locked up. So they had used a bolt cutter and just cut right through the chain or the lock.
IUPD is picking up patrols around bike racks, but urges anyone to call if something seems suspicious.
We don't want anybody to try to stop them themselves. We want them to just pick the phone up, call 911 and say, hey, this is happening. We'll send an officer right over and hopefully get the theft stopped.
Now, if it is too late and your bike is already stolen, you can file a report with IUPD.
Still ahead on Hoosier News Source, we'll explain IU's new and controversial dining system.
And the latest on a strike that could have some big consequences for consumers.
On the eve of Indiana's near total abortion ban last Thursday, people gathered for a vigil for reproductive rights here in Bloomington. The event was organized by Hoosier Juice for Choice in Monroe County Now, along with co-sponsorships from Indiana organizations. Hoosier Juice for Choice is the organization behind the lawsuit in Marion County over the new abortion bill and religious freedoms. Speakers at the event included State Senators Shelley Yoder and Bloomington Mayor John Hamilton, who said that even though it won't be easy, Hoosiers will fight this.
We've had misogynistic, racist, homophobic, abominable policies before. We have in the past, and we can overcome those.
And Mayor Hamilton also announced initiatives that will allow pregnant Hoosiers to get access to abortions.
The IU Student Health Center is providing free Plan B in partnership with IU Student Government. IU Student Government provided funding for the health center to give out free Plan B to students who would like it. All you have to do is go to the pharmacy at the health center and ask. Medical Director Beth Rupp said they want to ensure that students can have the resources they need to prevent unwanted pregnancies.
The vast majority of students that are at IU aren't looking to become pregnant right now. And so we want them to be able to live their lives how they want to live them and delay having children until they're ready.
The health center also provides appointments to get other forms of contraceptives like birth control pills, but those are not free under IUSG's funding.
IU Dining introduced a completely new dining plan for the 2022-2023 school year. The meal plan contains 3 components: meal scan, meal exchange, and dining dollars. Meal scans are an unlimited number of entries to all you can eat dining halls. Meal exchanges can be used to purchase a combo meal at a pay-as-you-go location on campus. Dining dollars are similar to money for any purchases. IU offers 3 7-day packages, 1 5-day package, and 2 optional meal scan packages for purchase. All first-year residential students here on campus are required to purchase a meal plan.
The threat of a nationwide railroad strike could affect the economy and a majority of Americans. A tentative agreement was recently made between railroad companies and their workers. President Joe Biden says he's proud of the work between unions and management. Union workers have yet to ratify the agreement. Many of the complaints from workers are on difficult work conditions.
And IU Bloomington has a new addition to campus this semester in honor of the Kinsey Institute's 75-year anniversary. Alfred C. Kinsey is known for revolutionizing the scientific study of sexual behavior and for his contributions regarding sexuality. He founded the Kinsey Institute in 1947 and is now the world's leading sexuality research institute. The life-size bronze statue of Kinsey was done by Melanie Cooper Pennington, an IU lecturer at the Eskenazi School of Art, Architecture, and Design. The statue can be found outside near Lindley Hall.
The start of the fall is right around the corner, and hopefully some cooler weather will come with it as Bloomington will start to look a little different. The city is known for its colorful fall foliage, and Rocket Homes agreed. The company named Bloomington the #1 place in the Midwest to see the foliage, and there's no better place in town to see it than our beautiful campus here at IU. You can expect to see the foliage at its peak in the middle of October.
And that's all for us now on Hoosier News Source. Thanks for watching.
It's been a very hectic day. You can get all of our updates from today on our Instagram and Twitter pages, and we will continue to update as we learn more information in the coming days.
I'm Ella Rhoades.
And I'm Ashton Hackman. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.